One, once again, out comes the bleach, because when you are working with things, you can end up with fungal disease. Now with orchids, there's some pretty nasty diseases around, and you could wipe out a fair number. Crown rot is the most common, because you get water in the crown of a new growth and they'll just rot off. When it's cool weather, it happens a lot. But even in warm weather, it's like it ferments. This one, nice, little itty bitty tiny one. But once that growth gets a little bit larger, it's like a pocket. There's one of them. It's nice pocket. Oh, this one. It's when the water gets down inside that you end up with problems. Mounted orchids, you can water them till the cows come home, because they're not sitting in a wet, soggy mix. They drain quickly. But they don't like water in their crowns. Just like African violets don't like water on their leaves. And Tasmania, northwest coast Tasmania, is not very tropical. So if you want to lose your African violets or have them look really, really tired, that's a good way to do it. Now, I'll just move over here. Yep, you can go up there for now, so I don't bump everything when I'm working. And try and figure out how I'm going to get my fat fingers in there without breaking too many things. You don't need a very deep pot, because the roots are really only on the surface. So when you're repotting one like that, or repotting one like this, keep the pot about the same diameter and just take off the bottom quarter or a third of the roots, and that should be about right. So if I was going to pot that up straight away, you say, oops, that's going to be about right. It'll be fine. But this one's going to be the surgery again. Now I don't think I'll use that one, and I don't think I'll need that one. That gets used a lot. And if I can't reach it with that one, we get the big one. But I won't need that one right now either. So only a few things are necessary for most of the work that you do. The serrated kitchen knife works a treat, but I find this little scalpel works really well. Now look at all these little pups. Hello, pup. Uh-oh, I think he's going to sleep. This is Gus. Gus likes to keep me company. Not very much on conversation, but good company. So these little pups are going to be surgically separated, because if I start pulling on them, and I was watching one person working on their African violets, and she was just pulling. Well, yes, many of those will survive. Let's try and find where they're actually connected. Now I'm trying to hold it so you can see, but so I can see. Now some people work really well upside down, and being a retired school teacher, I was accused of having eyes in the back of my head. No, that's not true. But you do have to try and pay attention. You know, with kids, when you've got about 25, 30, 8-year-olds, whoops, where is he? We have a little springtail. There he goes. Beep it up, up, up. Oops, he's gone. So if I cut and manage to separate that without cutting my finger, I might be able to separate that. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nice little root growth on that one. Oh, get out of the way. Nice root growth on that one. So once I get all these separated, we'll stop the video and I'll clean up and we'll start the potting process again. Ooh. Not yet. Yeah, it's always a matter of trying to get in there to do the least damage. It's inevitable that you're going to be cutting and separating something, but actually I think there might be 2 plants in there. We'll have another look in a minute. Now, where are you going? It's not always easy to see. Whoops. Now, well, I don't think there's any crown left on that one. That one might end up in the bin. This is a good one. Thou shalt not cut the fat fingers. There we go. That's probably the best one. You can come over here. Now, continuing around, what do we got here? See, sometimes you can just pull them apart like that, but I'm always a bit wary. I'm just pulling. So I'll just cut a little bit. Much better. Oh, we've got 2. Yep. We do. We do indeed. 3. Well. Are you full of surprises? In fact, that looks like it could almost be 2 right there. They're like Siamese twins. Yep. Now if you look, can you see that little cleft going down in there? Slide that in. Gently tug it down. And there you go. My God, they're breeding. There's 2. Yep, look at them all. And I thought there would be about 10. So we've got, that may not be viable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I really felt like it, I could plant that one as well. In fact, I think I will. Okay, I'll clean up this mess, get the pots ready, and then we'll pop all these in. Thanks very much, everyone.